Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. The great Samuel Eto'o, Jim, one of Africa's all-time greats.
Easily amongst the best ever, Peter. Powerful, prolific, pure class. There wasn't a defender in Europe who didn't fear this guy.
Ronaldinho finding himself in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Baresi. Maldini. Baresi. And it's De Rossi. Tevez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, no joy this time.
Eto'o clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Saviola. And here's Eto'o. Well seen. Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Kante. Akanji deals with that comfortably.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Saviola. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking for the run. And the finish! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Tonali. And he's quick to return it. De Rossi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cannavaro is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And it's Sneijder. Mbappe! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's another good win of the ball.
Miami truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Sneijder, Messi. That's the keeper's ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tonali. And that was nowhere near his best. Opts for safety. Maldini. And it's been given away. Can he get it through? Sneijder plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. De Rossi. Sneijder. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Zanetti. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's picked his way through. That is a great pick-out. Cannavaro. To Sneijder. That's a good ball out wide. And Messi! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Looking to play him in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well played. And he shoots! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the Sneijder! Denied by an instinctive save.
Sneijder is offering a right smile there.
And here's Messi. Chance for a shot! And here's Cannavaro. And this is Messi. That's tidy. He's had a shot!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Cannavaro.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Tonali. Back where it came from. And this is Eto'o. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. Baresi. Maldini. Conte. Great vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Decent chance! And it's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Mbappe, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that was asking for too much. De Rossi. Conte. Can he spark a counter here? Zanetti making good progress. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tonali. And he's quick to return it. There's the shot! And there's a goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better...
Chance! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That was a given, it always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And Batistuta! And that's a tidy finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Tevez. And he is dashing away. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho.
Minute has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries one from range. It's hit the crossbar. And that could well leave a mark. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. He'll try from distance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And he's had it nicked away. Schneider. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Eto'o. Shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Eto'o has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, that one's going nowhere. Totti. Chouameni. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. For Schneider. For Messi. And it's Hazard. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still goalless. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Messi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he was quick to react. De Rossi. Baresi. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's really well cleared. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Tonali. He's going for goal! Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Tonali. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tonali, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Mbappe. And it's Schneider. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Hazard quietly revving up. And here's Messi. Over to the right flank. Nice control. Thinks about the shot. De Rossi. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Saviola. Now it's Eto'o. And he's running through. He's had it taken off him.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a good foray he's making. That's good play. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Ronaldinho. Barcelona could counter here. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And a chance! They've scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Nicely worked. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
cruising. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a really well-measured ball. Threads one in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bit too much weight on the pass. Tonali. And it's Totti. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And here's Eto'o. Totti goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Backward it goes. Totti. Good pressure, determined, intense. Totti really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Miami are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi with the short one. And that's aimed at... Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Eto'o is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Messi. That's very neat. Messi on a strong run here. Nice interception one. And he shoots! Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Chouameni and Hakimi. And it's Totti. Can he get it through? There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Saviola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a little off target. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! Azar. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Eto'o. And he's intervened well there. And it's Totti. It's not an especially good pass, that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Tonali, good driving run. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Maldini getting forward. Tramini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And they're back on the ball again. Knocks it into... Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Number 19.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3 minutes at a time.
And now he has two. 3-0 and things are starting to... Shot a goal! And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Peter, there's a fantastic little operator out there who's agile, clever and fairly deadly in front of goal. Saviola, he could make the telling difference, so you've got to watch out for him.
Yeah, a bit of a pocket rocket.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
That'll be a throw. Hazard. Little pass back. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Baresi. And it's Hazard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Tonali. And here's Eto'o. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saviola is flagged offside. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon. This is the time you need that pace.
That is good strength. And the ball's gone astray.
Saviola clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, that looks a decent ball. Nicely weighted ball. Chouameni and Akanji. Chouameni. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving on and making good progress. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tonali. That pass has been well intercepted. Hazard.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Played through for him. And this is Saviola. Eto'o. Maldini. Schneider. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Messi. Oh, good spread. Eto'o. And he was alert to it. Eto'o. And it's Ferdinand. Tonali.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's running through. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Baresi. And it's De Rossi. For Ferdinand. Eto'o. De Rossi. Azar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's a beautiful simplicity of... And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So let's get the ball rolling. So neither side has yet broken through. Eto'o is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Ronaldinho. It's Saviola! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe powering forward here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Saviola, and here's Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cannavaro is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now it's Azar. And this is Schneider. And he shoots! It's a goal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's Azar. Maldini. Now the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali. Cannavaro gets on his bike and on the move. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Chouameni. And it's Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Saviola. Ronaldinho.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Tonali, if they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ronaldinho, real chance! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Probing pass, and this is Eto'o. Oh, nice touch. Cannavaro. And it's De Rossi. And here's Mbappe, and he's decent chance! And that's in! And again they hit the front!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
The goal scorer after 83 minutes is number 19, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Substitution on the field, number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from
Number
both sides.
19,
So we have a breakthrough, and
Number
now how will
16,
things develop from here?
Number 10.
What a great time to score, but it does give the
Coming on the
manager a
field,
real headache.
number
Does he sit
6,
on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Number 18,
Can he latch on to this?
Number 13,
That is good alertness.
Number 24.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's cut it out. Zanetti can so cleverly bypass the press. Kokchu. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Kokchu. And he goes cross-field. That's Cannavaro. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And a quick reminder today,
The end of the
everybody,
game.
to make sure
Reflections.
to put any litter
Well,
in the
Peter,
bins
this was
provided.
probably
Thank
more
you for your
slugfest.
cooperation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Strong running down that left flank. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all-round.
Looking for options for movement. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's Eto'o! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, good take in a good area. Maldini finding himself in space. Oh, that's nice. Quarter of an hour played. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. And here's Messi. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that is Saviola! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Hazard. Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. Mbappe running with intent. Very nicely done. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tonali. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Azar quietly revving up. Cannavaro. Ferdinand. And it's Eto'o to Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Eto'o. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schneider. De Rossi. Baresi. And it's Schneider.
1 minute added time.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Saviola. And it's Totti. Shot could be on. Ferdinand did well to stay calm there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half then, just getting going. And here's Zanetti. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Messi picks it up out wide. And we have our very first corner. Messi pulls short, and here's Messi. Ronaldinho. And now they can spring out of defence. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
It's Eto'o! Now there's a terrific hit. Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Rossi. Now it's Mbappe. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Totti. Barcelona could counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Saviola. Oh, nicely intercepted. Schneider goes looking wide, knocks it into space. Mbappe providing an... Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! And that's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or...
It's Asa! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Aimed at the far side. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's worked it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Eto'o.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Eto'o. De Rossi. No way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Has a look and plays it forward, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Opts to play it back. Oh, look at the space here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's going to go a long way. Time.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.